Greetings and welcome back to another Just Talk. That's right, it's Just Talk time. I know we had a Just Talk just the other day, but that was a Just Talk special. Whereas this is the regular Just Talk, which will include, of course, all of the analytics and all of the wonderful stuff, all the channel news, all that sort of stuff. We've got a couple of boats here because we have a boatload of subscribers. As of recording this, which is Friday afternoon, again, I'm afraid because of the possibility that I may not be able to record it tomorrow, so I'm recording it today to be on the safe side. We have 394 subscribers, 6 off the 400 mark. I'm sure we'll get to the 400 mark before tomorrow. I'd be surprised if we can get close to the 480 mark by the end of play tomorrow, which we would need to have done the double, or actually it's a bit less than that because we didn't quite make 240 last week, but to have done the double from the previous week, if you know what I mean. 120 would have needed 240 last week to have done the double. I think we got to about 230 or something. I honestly can't remember now. I could go back and check, but I'm not going to. I'll put a note on the screen. There we go. How's that? But again, I'm not particularly fussed. I had absolutely no ambition to even come close to doubling it again, and yet here we are, pretty close. Even if I gain no more subscribers, that's still 180 odd subscribers in a week plus. Unbelievable. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are amazing. But I've been told that I probably shouldn't keep thanking you too much. So there you go. Anyway, look, we've got a boat because we've got a boatload of subscribers. All right, there you go. It's done. I know we probably couldn't fit 400 people on here, maybe in all those boxes if I crammed you all in. I got the barge out as well, but it's kind of harder to justify there being people on the barge when you can't see them. And it's clearly just an open deck. So although the barge is technically a slightly larger boat, this is the boat we've got. It's hideously slow and it's not going to be very exciting, but that's what you get. All right, that's what you get. As we get more subscribers, we are going to run out of vehicles, clearly. But for the time being, there you go. We're on a boat. We're on a boat and we've got 400 subscribers or thereabouts. Fantastic. Right. Channel news. So this week, a couple of pieces of channel news. I want to reiterate again, as I mentioned in the special report, we have a Reddit up now, so if you want to head over to the Reddit and join in discussions there is a game suggestion thread that you can contribute to if there's any games that you want to see me play. There is also a Q&A or an AMA thread for when I hit the 500 subscribers mark, which at this rate is probably going to be sometime next week, at which point I will do a Q&A video as long as I've got enough questions to justify it. If I've only got the sort of like 4 or 5 questions that we've got at the moment, I'm not sure I can justify it. What I'll probably do in that situation is push the Q&A back to 1,000 subscribers, and I may or may not do anything special for 500. We'll see. I've been making a big deal out of milestones recently. We need to mark these things, but obviously I don't want to go overboard on it and start coming across as being obsessed with gaining subscribers, because I'm not. I'm still doing this because it's fun, and it really is fun. But it's even more fun when people like it, and when people comment, and when people come along and they subscribe and they hit the like button, and they send me all these cool messages, and they retweet it, and they tell their friends. I mean, it's all awesome. It's all fantastic. This is actually quite peaceful today. I've never played this game in this way before. I don't think I've ever driven one of these boats for more than a minute or two. Oh, there we go, lovely. Other channel news. Let's go through the various series that we're running at the moment. This week we tried out a new thing with Medieval Engineers, where I tried building on camera, which was it was okay. I mean, people seem to like it. It got a decent number of views. It got a decent number of likes. There was a comment or two that it was a bit boring because it was a very simple building that I built. So I will try and spice it up next time. I'm going to do another one though, because they're quite fun to make. It takes a little bit less time, and it could be interesting because obviously it means that collapses and things will be caught on camera. So that could make for quite good content. So I'll keep doing that. So that's building out the Minion Village for the Wonder Workshop. I'll also keep doing Wonder Workshop episodes. I'm working on stuff at the moment to show off. I've also got a couple of things off of the Steam Workshop that I want to include in a video, so they'll either be in the same video or they'll be in different videos depending on how that works out. But hopefully that'll be out, if not this weekend, then certainly early next week. And what else have we got going on? Well, Stranded Deep had my favourite episode yet. this week with the little clip from The Little Mermaid at the end of it, which I really liked. You guys seem to like it as well. That got a lot of views. Definitely seemed to go down well. I think I picked up quite a lot of subscribers that day as well. So there we go. Stranded Deep. I've spent today. I've had a massive recording session on Stranded Deep. I've got loads of content recorded. Some really crazy stuff happened. I'm really looking forward to editing that into episodes, so that will be coming up. What else? Well, the Retro Friday, which should be up by now, I played SimCity 2000, and I mentioned in that I might like to do a Cities Skylines series as well. Now, I know we're pretty busy on the channel at the moment. We've also got the Long Dark to start. There will probably be a Long Dark episode coming up this weekend. So there's quite a lot going on, plus we've got the Weird Wednesdays and we've got the Retro Fridays, and unless I start doing 2 videos a day on at least some of the days, I don't know if I'll be able to fit in a City Skylines, but I really like the idea of doing it. If you guys want to see it. If you don't, I'll just play it on my own, and I'll quite happily play it on my own and probably sink quite a lot of hours into it. I must apologise as well, I did miss Weird Wednesday this week. I didn't get the Weird Wednesday episode out. I made a Weird Wednesday, I recorded Stranded 2, I was playing Stranded 2. I wasn't convinced that it was of sufficiently high quality, and that I really did enough during it to justify putting it out. So I didn't, and I also didn't really have a chance to edit it. It was pretty boring. That said, this episode is probably pretty boring, so I should probably wrap this up and head over, and we'll do the analytics, because I don't think there's anything else to speak of on channel news just now. I think I've covered it all. Oh, and Besiege, of course. Besiege is going really strongly, and we're definitely going to finish that out. And I hope you guys have seen the last video I did, Zone 10 and 11 with the aircraft. I had so much fun making that episode. It was really fantastic. I mean, setting yourself that kind of challenge of saying, right, it's going to be air. It's going to be air, and I'm going to find a way of making it work. It was pretty challenging, I have to say. Pretty challenging, but a lot of fun. Great. All right, let's go take a look at the analytics. All right, analytics time. So here we are on the dashboard, as you will remember if you've watched these previously. A bunch of comments on the right, which is fantastic. Seeing all your comments coming in. A lot of great comments from a lot of what are clearly becoming a core group of hardcore supporters. I'm not quite sure what I should call you. A core group of solid supporters. There we go. That's what you are. Griffin Foy, aka Wari Gory, of course, who has set up the Reddit for us, which is awesome. Fallen X, my longest standing supporter, I think subscriber number 7, if I remember correctly. And of course, everyone else. I mean, you're all awesome in your own ways, and I really enjoy every comment that comes in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's take a look at the most recent videos. So, as you can see, we're getting pretty decent views. I mean, the last 2 has been a little bit of a drop compared to, we were at a point where we were getting, look, 93, 99, 102, 65, dropping down a little bit, 96 though again, 71. So, in the 50 to 100 bracket, pretty much across the board. Besiege, the latest episode of Besiege, I really like this. And if you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, because it's great fun. I think it is anyway. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, because I'm usually very critical of my own videos, but I really enjoyed recording it, and I quite enjoyed editing it and watching it back, and hopefully I've managed to edit out enough of the sort of faffing about that it moves at a reasonable pace, and there's some pretty cool stuff. I think so anyway. I'm really enjoying the game, and I'm looking forward to making the next Besiege episode. We're going to run out of zones pretty soon, so this series is obviously not going to run forever. But there you go. Pretty good performance, and lots of good likes. We're sort of hitting 14, between sort of 10 and 17 likes pretty consistently now. So again, I see that as probably the hardcore group who are liking a lot, plus then a handful of other people, the sort of the normal percentage of likes you would expect to get. But very good nonetheless. Thank you, everyone. Let's take a look at the views. We've been pretty static here. Look, let's add the minutes watched so we can look at the same time. We've been pretty flat here, actually, which is not entirely unexpected. It has happened before. I don't know if we're going to get a surge this weekend or not. We may do, we may not. Depends what sort of content I bring out, I suppose. Because I'm not going to be able to do a lot of recording over the weekend, I've had to try and pre-prepare. So we'll see. But nonetheless, I mean, it's been pretty good, pretty sort of flat along the 128 views is our low, and our high is about 208 views. So between 150 and 200 odd views, which is pretty good. Minutes watched tracks it pretty closely. Lowest minutes watched, 6 hours and 56 minutes. Highest minutes watched back here, 20 hours, 46 minutes, not far off of a day. 18 hours. I think maybe some of this was included in last time's Just Talk, because that's quite a lot of data there. But this is probably this week here, more or less. But there you go. We'll see. It's going along nicely. Nothing particularly extravagant. I mean, 21,711 minutes watched in the last 28 days. However, that is about, 15 days and an hour, 1 hour. I mean, it's just marching on ever more fantastically, superbly. 4,568 views in the last 28 days as well. Audience retention is always a good one to look at. See how we're doing. Down a little bit on yesterday, 5 minutes to 19, 5 minutes to 4 minutes. Let's take a look at average percentage viewed. Not so much of a drop there. Look, 31%. Our average is sitting at about 34%. So, it's been fairly static, I have to say. Maybe trending down slightly, but that's probably because we've been getting lots of new subscribers and people also checking out the channel and then maybe not subscribing, but just checking out, watching a video for a few minutes and then moving on. If there's any other analytics that you guys want me to show off in a Just Talk, please leave a comment and let me know. I never know quite what people want to see, and I can't include everything because there just isn't time without this running on for hours and hours, at least if I talk about everything, which, let's face it, is what I do. Likes and dislikes. It's a bit spiky, but again, I think if you look at it overall, it's trending up. And, we're getting loads more likes. I mean, anecdotally, we're getting loads more likes than we were before. It feels like I'm getting loads of likes. Like I said, getting between 10 to 20 likes, 10 to 17 odd likes on average per new video that comes out. Within a day or so of it coming out, it just says to me that there is a core group out there who's watching every video that I produce and liking it and getting engaged, which is brilliant. I mean, it's fantastic. There we go. Favorites. I don't think this never has anything on it, so I don't know why I ever click on it. Sharing. Has anyone been doing any sharing? Oh, there's been some shares. Look, there's been one share a day for a few days. We even had a share each day. Look here. Fascinating. I will just have a look at the demographics. This has dropped ever so slightly. Look, by about 1%, which is a shame. I would like this to be going up, not down. But what can you do? Top locations by view. United Kingdom, 1,070 views. Indonesia, 36 views. I don't understand. Why have we got those two and nothing else? There must be something weird with that data. Look, I'm sure that all the views don't come from the UK and Indonesia. That seems too bizarre to be even vaguely comprehensible. Fine. Right, there we go. I think that's it for now. Like I say, if there's any other analytics you want me to show next week, then let me know and I will be happy to include them. I mean, the most important ones are views. I can show you the subscriber graph because that's obviously quite important this week. Massive surge to 42 on the 16th. 42 subscribers gained in one day. And then a more sensible 18. 29, still massive. These 3 days were massive as well. Look, 24, 23, 28. This is how come we're getting... we're so close to 400, it's ridiculous. We'll see how far we go. But like I say, if there is anything else you want, the most important ones I think I hit up: views, minutes watched, demographics I quite like to track, audience retention is interesting to keep an eye on. But if there is anything else you want to see, if there's things that I've covered in previous Just Talks and you want to see how they're progressing over time, then by all means let me know. I can always do a retrospective look as well, because obviously we have all the historical data here. So I might do that. I might do that in the future. But for now, I think that'll do for the analytics. So let's head back into the game. Great, there we go. Right, well, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I have been Weird Wizard, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Just Talk. I know it's been pretty sedate. We've just been driving around in a boat. There's not been the usual craziness, but you gotta switch things around, haven't you? You gotta change things up. That boat there, actually, look. He says that, and I just rammed a police boat and knocked it upside down. They're not going to be happy about that. Look, there's another one coming. Oh, there's another one coming, and it actually skipped off of the first police boat. Look at that. Oh, this game is full of so many spectacular moments, and when you're not even trying, look, I like that one over there. That boat might actually be able to hold 400 people. It'll be a bit of a squeeze, to be fair, but that's kind of similar in size to this one, but it's got nice cabins and things. Let me just deal with this. Hold on. Oh, out of ammo. Take him out. Kill him. There we go. Now we've dealt with... Oh, where's it gone? Oh, it's vanished into thin air. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. That's what you get. In fact, let's just jump out here. Fantastic. Right, well, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit of a weird one, but then they often are, aren't they? Just Talks. As always, it's great having you guys along for the ride. I'm really appreciative of all the shares, retweets, etc., that everyone's doing. Please do consider joining us on Reddit. It would be really cool to build up a nice community there. And it's just, although I really enjoy receiving comments, and I really do not want anyone to stop commenting on videos just because there's a Reddit up. I mean, it's a great way of feeding back to me, obviously, but it also really helps with the engagement from Google. Like, the more engagement you get, the more you know, the better your search results are, and you know, the better all sorts of things are. So so keep that up. That is fantastic. I really love hearing from all of you guys. Keep up the liking, keep telling your mates around about it, all that good stuff. But how do I do it? How do I just keep going on and rambling, saying the same things? Right, anyway, that's it. Let's do a little jump up into the air and say, I have been Weird Wizard. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I will see you later.